How's it going?
It's going well. Hold on. I'm trying to. You can hear me?
I can hear you. Happy COVID-19.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to do this on my computer instead of my phone. Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you on your phone right now?
I'm.
Hi,
'Cause I
Joe.
can't.
Oh, unmute Joe.
Oh, never mind. Now I can hear you. Perfect.
So I was just talking and no one could hear me.
No, I could hear you. It just was very low.
Oh, okay. So turn me up. Turn me up. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Wonderful. How you doing?
Well, thank you. How's it going, Joe?
It's going very well.
Nice to meet you guys. I would have probably never met you guys until COVID-19, right? Somehow
Yeah.
we are meeting everyone now that we're supposed to meet. I'm going to turn my camera on because we're shooting here and we're also recording here as well.
Perfect.
So how you guys doing? How you guys enjoying COVID-19 right now?
Well, doing the best we can.
Yeah, being stuck inside. I'm thankful I have a job, and that's continuing to pay me. So I'm just thankful about that. I work for the Smithsonian.
Nice.
And so I do environmental research, and we're able to work remotely, and working on papers and things. So that's good. I feel very thankful about that. But
what about you, Joe?
I am doing absolutely nothing at the moment but editing film. That's about it.
I like that. That's absolutely nothing. There's nothing on the plate to do. I'm looking for some. So what kind of films do you edit?
Well, at the moment, we did a 10 awesome ideas with palettes just for a little YouTube thing. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, just having fun.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to go quickly into the questions. I'm Edna. I'm the owner of Chi Chi Movies, and we're doing a documentary, and we are going to be interviewing as many people as we can during the COVID-19 lockdown. That's what I want to call
it. So the goal is to kind of give a cross view of people's experiences and
people from all walks of lives. So I have one of the largest churches. I'm very good friends with their leader. I'm going to do his interview, which is because he didn't predict this, but he was along the lines of something happening. And, some of these preachers, when they say things and it happens, everyone's like, so I have some questions for him. So I'm asking other people, because then that will help me really ask the best question before I talk to some of these big names, some people from the United Nations, some people from some of these top leaders that I know I have access to, and some celebrities that will join this interview. But I'd like everyday people like you and me to be part of the question. Them. And that's sort of why I'm starting. You guys are actually my first. I told myself I'm not going to go to my friends. I'm not going to the studios I know. I'm going to go with someone who's doing something similar to me, like another video crew, and start with them, because we're the most inquisitive people. We want to know, like, if we're doing any kind of journalism or video work, we want to know the right story. We want to know the right questions to ask. And instead of me trying to figure it out on my team, the best is to start with you guys. So when you guys posted a comment, I was like, oh, there they go. They're my first people. So that was like a surprise to you. You guys are like, what? Why? What's going on? Yeah.
So.
All right. So tell me a little bit about WyeKnot42. How did you guys come up with that name?
Well, why not 42?
Why not?
I grew up in Maryland, and there's the Wye River runs through Queenstown in the area.
Okay.
Fascinated with it, and we do a lot of work with lumber that has knots in it, so we just kind of went with why not, and the number 42. That's the answer for everything, isn't it?
It is.
It is. Oh my
God! So from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's it.
And then once we kind of came up with the name, then we realized that why not is kind of the perfect answer to everything.
Yes.
So, you've got some crazy idea. Should we do this? Why not? Maybe I should make a documentary about how everybody's doing during COVID. Why not?
Why not?
So,
I like it. Yeah, I thought the name was really cool, and you guys have some cool shots. I'm like, are they getting out? Who's let them out? Someone's on the beach. I was like, cool shot. Like you're outside. Yeah, but that's really cool. It's really
I'm
cool.
lucky I have a nice backyard that is, I don't have people right around. So
Nice. Oh, lucky you. Okay,
yeah.
we're all
So,
coming to visit. We'll stay
there
6
you go.
months.
There you
We'll
go.
be able to get on your beach and stand alone. Cool, cool. All right. So how long have you guys owned WyeKnot42?
We just started this a few months ago. We started out as actually another production company, Broham Builders. We were trying to just build stuff around the house, but then that just kind of fell through. So we started this because we wanted to have fun with things. Instead of just building everyday furniture that you see a million and one people building on YouTube, we decided to build things that people think about building, but they don't really build. And that's what we're doing, building fun stuff.
Cool. And so it's a couple of months, but you guys have had this concept. How long have you guys been friends, or how'd you guys meet?
So funny enough, we actually met through adult kickball because, you know, why not go play child games, drink beer, and meet people? You know, you get to that point in your life, and you're like, wait, how do I meet new people? Oh, kickball. That sounds fun.
Right.
And so then we became good friends, and we actually had the first ideas about this, and we're coming up with kind of the idea that we wanted to do something and, you know, start to film it and be making things probably about a year and a quarter ago. And so it really incubated, and we were really developing it. But, you know, as Joe said, it's been the last several months that we've actually been putting out videos. And so we've been getting, you know, one out every week or two. So
That's pretty consistent.
yes.
Cool. And of course, this time that's not really going to slow down. You're going to have more people that want to actually put content out. Do they typically send you guys the content and then you edit it, put it together, and upload it?
We do it all. We're
that?
in front of the camera. We film it. We edit it. We do all the special
Pre-production,
effects,
post-production.
and Joe promotes it.
Okay, so I have a question for you that's not in that list. Have you guys ever done or thought about doing a film, like a movie?
Funny,
I've actually done a short.
Okay.
Yes, I actually have a master's in visual communications, and I did a short film with a buddy of mine a few years ago. It was one of our projects, and we got into the Creative Alliance Film Festival and won Best Special Effects and Best Overall Film. So been wanting to do this for a long time, and I finally found somebody that wants to work with me. So here we are.
Yay, cool, cool. Yeah, that's the part. I love film. I love filming and everything about film and production. That's my part. That's why I asked that. Cool.
And actually, one of our most recent videos that we put out was a mockumentary that we made about one of the things that we've been, cars that we've been jumping off this giant ramp in the back of my yard. And so that was, kind of dipped our toes in the whole storytelling of, a 3-minute little film.
This backyard you have, I'm still intrigued. There's a lot going on. Jumping off cars, the view.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, take us to the back of the yard. Why not?
All right, exactly.
Go back there. We were just in your fridge. I saw all the orange juice lined up for weeks.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I was grabbing a
beer. Okay.
A beer.
I saw the Tropicana. Okay. I saw the Tropicana. That's the brand, right?
Yeah.
It was a Simply Orange, I think.
Simply Orange. Yep. That's gotta be it, man. We're awesome.
All right, let's see here if we could turn this around. So here's my back.
Cool.
My back patio. We've got like our work area. We've got a bunch of wood.
Nice.
And then we have built this large ramp. It's a 40-foot ramp. This is made out of pallet wood.
Wow.
And it comes down. Yeah, we're jumping the cars. The furthest one has gone 80 feet and 5 inches, I think. And then, I don't know, can I zoom?
I mean,
I don't know if I can zoom, but we've also made a loop that we were using in the middle of the track here. And so
Wow.
that's what
That's
all of this is. And I'll show you what the cars look like.
this is what COVID-19 boredom brings you.
So right here,
hey, you're being productive.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
this is Nature Boy.
this is Nature Boy. Okay.
Yeah, the name of the car, because Joe actually milled that wood. And it's just a beautiful piece of wood. We were naming all the different cars. So then, you know, Nature Boy is also the nickname for a wrestler. And so then we made a little mockumentary about how this one car, you know, was changing the world, and, you know, and had this huge attitude, and took lines from actually, you know, some of the things that he had actually said in interviews and all that.
Wow.
And then had the car like saying them. So it was just, we found it quite funny. And
Cool. That is super awesome. I've got to go watch all your videos, which I will interject.
you're going to have to.
I'm gonna have to, because this is super cool. So that's what you guys are filming these days. What would be the 3 things you will do when you get out of quarantine? I'm gonna start with you, Joe. What are the 3 things that you would do? First 3 things you will do as soon as you can go.
First thing I'm going to do is go see live music. I love music, and being able to see live music is just bar none. Like, it's just phenomenal. Second thing, I'd probably go out and just say hi to people, because everybody's walking around now, like, you know, with their heads down and just, you know, going, but just say hi to people and try and get people to smile. Because with, you know, face mask on, you can't really smile. Can't see people smiling anyway. Then the third thing is we're going to go film some more.
Yay.
So.
Okay, cool. All right, what about you?
Well, I'm very excited to actually get back out and start filming, but it's the social side of things. You know, I live alone with my dog. And so, you know, it's like, wow, this is a lot of time. So being around people, seeing them face to face and having that interaction, I'm really looking forward to. And actually, I had set a goal for myself for the year of seeing 60 nights of live music. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. And well, that kind of has been interrupted a bit. So I'm really looking forward to getting back out for live music. And
are you able to go online, you guys, and find some live music online, just artists that are playing online?
Absolutely. You know,
Yes.
that's been one of the incredible things over the last bit, is how much artists are actually trying to share their art.
Music, yeah.
And obviously, you know, it's good to help support them as well, you know, use their tip jars and such, because people had their livelihood just disappear like that. And so, but, you know, it does so much for the soul, you know, when artists are sharing.
I saw a live DJ event the other day, and I was like, he's DJing, he's in his living room, he's got the TV playing the music video, and he's going, and he had so many comments like, wow, this is actually happening, a live DJ. So yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. My next question is, what would you say to someone who has lost a family member or will lose a family member this season? As videographers, fellow filmmakers, that's sort of one of the hardest things we're dealing with now. There are people that are going to pass away without loved ones. Just in a couple of lines, a few words, what would you say? And I'll start with you, Mark, and then I'll come to you, Joe. What would you say to someone who's going to lose someone at this time, or who's lost someone at this time?
I am incredibly sorry for your loss. This is hitting us all. We are all losing people, and we need to be better prepared in the future. But my heart is with you all.
Thank you. Joe?
I'm pretty much going to say the same thing that, Doc said. It's just, my heart goes out to those that have lost anybody. I'm kind of dealing with that at home now. So it's tough. It's hard. You have to adjust.
Did you have a
But
loss in your family?
not me personally. My girlfriend, her mom's, somebody close to her mother just passed away yesterday. So it's just really sad.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult. But, we as people, we got to keep moving forward, and we'll continue to do so, fighting a good fight.
Right. Any words for frontline workers and any of them that you're running into that you think, like, I had someone, this is so amazing because I needed to contact unemployment and I had to contact like some third party agency and they got me to unemployment because no one's answering unemployment lines. But there are all these frontline workers that are not just in the grocery store, but are just helping us in little ways connect. And I got an email and they were like, if you have any questions about this, go here. And I emailed that person. She replied and she called me and she's like, well, how can I help you? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to get to unemployment. She's like, oh, I can do this for you. So the lines are just literally be busy. Someone from a third party agency, to me, is a frontline worker, was able to get me to where I needed. And it's just amazing how well people are stepping up right now. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts on main frontline workers and just everyday people, even like you? You're working right now during this season. How important, how valuable are those essential workers to us right now?
Joe, do you want to start?
Joe?
Sure. Why not? But the frontline workers, I have tremendous respect for. They're, above and beyond great human beings. And without them, this entire world could possibly shut down. And we're very thankful to have them out there. And I really hope they continue to fight the good fight and keep us pushing forward.
All right, Joe?
I think the frontline workers show us exactly what it means to be part of a society, to be putting the good of the society ahead of the good of the individual. And we do this in lots of different ways. And oftentimes these are the people that are completely underappreciated. But it takes a pandemic to realize that, oh my gosh, the healthcare workers, the fire, police, paramedics, all of them are putting their lives on the line. They could get sick. We all understand that. Right. But wait, the grocery store clerk, the person in the pharmacy, all of these places. Yeah. And, if my plumbing goes out in my house, I need a plumber to come. Yeah. And the fact that you have all of these people and all of these different professions that are stepping forward and making sacrifices at home, not seeing their families because they don't want to infect them. They know they may or will be. My sister works in a hospital in Utah. I mean, she feels it's a foregone conclusion. She is going to get this at some point in time, whether she has, a lot of symptoms or not, who knows, but she is going to get it. And so she is no longer seeing the rest, like my parents, because you do not want to infect them. So I think that at a time like this, we all get a glimpse of how important all of these people are to our society. And I really hope we don't forget it, because this is not, it's not that they are doing this incredible service just at this moment. They actually do this service day in and day out, and they don't get appreciated.
Yeah, it's almost like the pandemic is like, oh, we appreciate you now. And kind of should always have to, the person working at the gas station, the person who has to show up to do the plumbing, that's taking a risk on their lives and their families as well. And, they have to go out and get an extra hotel room, build a tent outside. No one knows the inconveniences they're putting themselves through just to protect their own family, to be able to take some of them for as little as $10 an hour. So it's really, really, thank you for your comments. They're very well appreciated. What would you say to an Asian American right now? And I'm going to record, this is already recording, but this is the part I'm going to post on social media tonight. I'm gonna post something on social media that I did an interview with you guys. So
Okay.
just because that's sort of being talked about, there's a lot of people commenting on, you know, a lot of racial, you know,
Yes.
going on with that. So I just want to capture that on video and upload that tonight on my phone so that people can look out for your interview, because I will put some of this interview online, but not all of it. Save some for the documentary. So go ahead.
Good,
This is a this is a global pandemic. This is a global problem. This could have originated anywhere. We are all in this together. We are all on this little blue marble floating through space, and we need to now realize the similarities are greater than the differences. There is no reason to put blame anywhere. We are all one. That was rambling.
Thank you for that. All
He's
right.
very good at it.
Yeah. What would be your message, Joe, to Asian Americans in the U.S. right now?
Honestly, I think it would just be the same as it would be to anybody in the world. Like, you know, I got nothing but love for everybody in this world. It doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
Some of my best friends are Asian Americans. And I treat them no differently than I would anybody else. Just, you know, we're in a pretty harsh situation right now. And the fact that I can look around and see a bunch of people pulling together as opposed to pulling apart, I commend that, you know, greatly. So
Thank you for
I don't
that.
know.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. So if you were sitting across a great leader in our community, what would be the one question that you would ask them? Or a couple of questions that you would ask them? And I'll start with you, Joe. Or, well, Joe, you just talked. I'll start with you, Mark. What would you ask a great church leader, political leader, just a great person in the community that's respectable, everyone looks up to? What one question would you ask them right now?
It's probably not a question. It's more of a request.
Okay, I like that. Let's
Can
hear
I
it.
can I go with that?
Yes.
Because my question, it won't be a nice question. So
That's what we want. Come on. Now you're making me eager. Now I've got to reschedule another Zoom with you guys. That's
all right. I will tell you the question.
Yeah, we need brutal honesty. Like, we need to ask the right questions now, even if it doesn't sound right. Please, I implore you. Ask.
Why would you put your... No, that's a bad question. No. Why would anybody go around risking other people's lives when the science clearly states that we need to continue to social distance? There are vast numbers of people that have not been exposed. And until we can test everybody to find out whether you've been exposed or not, we should not race back. So why do you want to risk our lives?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm.
I heard a Caribbean leader, a lady, Sylvia is her first name. She's shutting down grocery stores. She's shutting down everything. She's like, I'm going to let this section go next week to the grocery store. We'll open a section for you. And the other section of the town, go to the grocery store. Because if not, everything needs to be shut down for everyone so that we can fix it. But we have people who are going to contract it because they're at the bank, they're at the schools, they're at the pharmacy. Everything shut down, and everyone shut down for 30 days where there's no grocery stores, there's no grocery workers. Those people who really can't and shouldn't, maybe we'll end this. But the way things are, they're just all these loopholes. I'm in Michigan, so there are all these open places where it can still spread. And so
Foods are hard. The grocery store is a hard one.
But if you give us,
and the pharmacies.
Yeah, if you give a zip code, all this zip code goes to shop today. That's the only time you have. If you don't come out again until we shot the grocery stores in that area. So we can know and curb where are we having more people have more problems, and where did it come from, and where did they find it? Because a lot of people still haven't been tested, still don't know they have it. still just
Yeah.
got it. And, you know, I
Right.
have a friend in California who had it for 2 weeks and didn't know. He was going to appraisals and meetings and this, and he said, I've been coughing, but I didn't know. I realize now that I have it, but I've had it.
Mm.
He had many meetings and shake many hands and hug many people before he
Right.
realized that he had it. So he spread it, and that's a whole nother 2 weeks before we know who he's hurt. So one question you would ask a leader, Joe.
Well, I'm a sports fan, so I would probably go that direction. But you know, I'm curious. I'm curious to see who the NFL is gonna, you know, who the Bengals are gonna draft first. But no, on a on a serious note, I would probably raise the question as to, you know, I'm a proactive person. I'm not a reactive person, and I would raise the question as to why weren't we more proactive against this as opposed to wait until things escalated. You know, they could have shut things down for a couple of weeks prior to, you know, where we're at now, and we might not be where we're at right now. So you know, thinking from a proactive state of mind, that's the question I would raise is why didn't you do this sooner?
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think those are valid. I thank you very much. Please.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, ask one more question, Joe.
Or Mark, Doc. Mark.
Oh, Mark, sorry, Mark.
That's okay. I would ask them what lessons they are going to take forward.
Okay.
Let's not worry about what mistakes were made,
Okay.
but what lessons are we going to do for the next pandemic? Because with the, you know, huge approaching exponential increase in population in the world, we're going to have more and more of these viruses that are going to be jumping from various species. And so what are we going to do in the future to mitigate that? We're never going to be able to prevent it, but what are we going to put in place to mitigate it? I mean, we should never have a shortage of ventilators or masks or gloves. I mean, come on. Things are the types of things I hope people would step forward.
Right.
You know?
This is the United States of America. There's just some things we shouldn't. We've lost doctors and frontline workers because of that.
So I heard a really interesting thing. You know, one of the, you know, our national security stockpiles is for anthrax. Yeah, the anthrax treatment medicine for anthrax, right? We make massive amounts of that. We keep it in stock in our stockpile. It has to be replaced, but we do that for national security because if we ever have an anthrax attack, we want to be able to treat the people. We need to view this in the same kind of a way where, yes, even though these things are going to expire, they're not going to be used. Hopefully they don't get used. We need to ultimately have them there. And so I really want to know whether our political leaders are going to, what lessons they're learning and what kind of changes they want to make for the future so we are prepared next time.
Thank you so much for the answers, the questions.
Yes.
And so tell people where they can find you, follow you online, your social media spaces, whether personal or for WyeKnot42. And then we'll just add that at the bottom of the screen and we're done with the edit.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Joe.
You can find us on YouTube at WyeKnot42, WYEKNOT42. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook at WyeKnot42, all one word, still spelled the same way. And where else are we at? I think that's it for now. That's where we're at.
Cool.
Why not?
Why not? All right. Thank you, Joe and Mark, for joining me today. I will talk to you guys soon online and I'll follow you, okay?
Okay. Thank you very much. I
appreciate
you taking the time today.
You have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.